WandaVision returns this week with a trip to the 1970s as Wanda and Vision discover Wanda has become pregnant, and her pregnancy is advancing quick, maybe too quick for the first-time couple to cope with. Matt Shakman returns to direct a wonderful 70s Brady Bunch-inspired script by Megan McDonnell, who does a wonderful job playing with the tropes those 70s-era comedies often were filled with, the biggest obviously being a pregnancy, which is used to some great comedic effect this episode. I enjoyed Vision's role quite a bit this episode, as Paul Bettany again exercised his hilarious comedic acting skills as a first-time father worrying over literally everything. The show isn't without its drama though, which happens in two really well done scenes. The first with Vision seemingly becoming aware of what's happening, leading to a really quite creative bit of editing where the quote-unquote show skips some frames and repeats itself so the character says the right thing. Again, it's sort of a hint at Wanda editing in real time the world. The other part comes from Geraldine, who plays a large role this episode, and a role that starts off quite comedic, with her arriving in the Vision household unannounced and Wanda having to hide her speedy pregnancy from her with wacky hijinks, while a stork that has conjured up thanks to Wanda's pregnancy messing with her powers stalks the house and looks to eat Geraldine's fish pattern pants. It's not all fun as a change soon comes while Vision again learns something isn't right with Wanda and where they are in the town, almost getting the truth from Herb and Agnes as Geraldine lets her real identity slip when Wanda begins reminiscing about her dead brother Pietro, leading to Wanda quote-unquote sending her home as she tells Vision, which is that Geraldine, who in reality is actually Monica Rambeau, is thrown from this reality and back into the real world in a really awesome aspect ratio transition scene that sees her blasted out of Westview, a real town in the real world, which has been covered in this really quite awesome effect, which is this CRT TV screen like shield, which is being surrounded by sword agents monitoring the situation, as we've picked up from the last two episodes. It's a fantastic little cliffhanger, and tension building up in these scenes is masterfully done, as is the slow reveal on what is exactly happening to Wanda. You get a sense that she knows what she's doing with all the editing and stuff she does, but doesn't really know the actual consequences of her actions, as well as that there are people imprisoned in this false reality, even though the people think that she is the one who's imprisoning them. There is also the looming threat of Mephisto, who will no doubt show up somewhere in this series at some point, now that Tommy and Billy Maximoff have been born, given how close that character is tied in with their original stories and everything. I cannot see the show not doing Mephisto. WandaVision continues to intrigue as this hybrid comedy homage to the decades of American sitcoms we've seen, as well as MCU sci-fi drama, and so far it's paying off for me and I love every minute of its absurdity. I'm going to give WandaVision episode 3 a 10 out of 10.